the Gambit player put enough room between himself and get enough space to kind of get off one of those pump shots or squeeze an attack shot before Baye is able to close the gap. He's able to get one, but we talked about it. They have to be two big shots. 32 comes out, another one comes out, but Baye.
こんにちは、フォートナイトクリップスです。今回ご紹介いたしますのは、最近行われていた大会のフォートナイトチャンピオンシリーズの敗者復活戦において、ヨーロッパサーバーでモバイルの選手が PC のプロたちを倒して、ある試合でとても活躍していたという件についてご紹介したいと思います。そうしまして今回ご紹介する選手がバリーという選手で、この選手は11というチームに所属しています。ちなみにこの選手は、ソロプラットフォームのキャッシュカップで4回優勝しており、デュオの FNCS の決勝で4位を獲得するなど、ヨーロッパサーバーの中でもかなり注目されているモバイルの選手になります。というわけでこの後本編についてと思います。どうぞご覧ください。
But I know there's some kind of pronunciation on there, but as again, you talked about the mobile player who's signed by E11 in the past couple of months, able to put up a lot of really good performances, particularly in the platform cash cups, able to do incredibly well over there. Also now making a showing here, 9 points so far, as he comes in and tries to get a little bit of a third party in on this engagement going on the agency, which hasn't really been resolved cleanly yet. You see both the players sub 100 effective HP, so this could be an opportunity for the E11 player to come in and kind of clean up right now. Sees the player trying to hide in one of those cones, and he's gonna get aggressive right away, dropping down 63 tag, and that's a free elim going over. That also will give him the drum gun.
He does not know if there's anybody else here. This was going to inform him, and you see right there is a player. He's blocked it off a little bit, but I like that he hasn't just committed to fully focusing on that. The shot's going to come on through. He is going to get the pressure off of him for now, and I don't like that he's thinking about going back in the vault. He needs to go aggressive with the drum gun, and that's the power of it. He takes down Knife, and you said, you know what, you don't want to run at the drum gun player. You don't even want to stand near them, because it's showing its prowess here today. Oh, drum gun. There you go. There you go. You're in the box. Drum gun shots coming on through. You don't need to rely on anything else. As he sees another player, we do see Dave going down, and he's actually pushing towards Gambit's Milwaukee.
Yeah, and you can see him trying to get up onto the high ground. One thing I feel like players don't kind of take necessarily into account as much as they should during rotations is the innate high and low ground. We saw Scram kind of get destroyed by it earlier there as he's ramping up, but by checking the bush there right away, getting some great shots down with the epic AR, and then just holding forward with the drum gun, phasing in through the box. Generally, we've seen this end in only one way. Can the Gambit player put enough room between himself and get enough space to kind of get off one of those pump shots or squeeze an attack shot before Baye is able to close the gap? He's able to get one, but we talked about it. They have to be two big shots. 32 comes out, another one comes out, but Baye swapping over to that rare shotgun, able to close it out. A brilliant switch there as the player tried to get aggressive.
Very, very good usage of that drum gun to piece control as Reyes down here all of a sudden try to get a sneaky play, but the 11 player coming over the top as Reyes down below at the disadvantage. He doesn't have as good as loot. He doesn't have as good of materials as well. Harpoon, though, going to be used, and this is not something we've seen as much as I would like, as a drum gun just going to come through. Reyes trying to make something happen. You saw the harpoon trying to be used there, but I think it was just an accidental usage. As a continued spray here from the E11 player to keep the pressure up, but shots going through. Reyes going on the offensive now. Shots not connecting there as Baye is dominating the competition.
Disengage away from that fight. Not something we see a ton out of Europe, but Boyer, being one of the veterans, is not afraid to get away from it. However, his E11 counterpart on the other side says, disengage from a fight? What's that? As he continues running towards this player and maintaining high ground control consistently. Again, the mobile player Baye not getting a call this time and getting kicked off his phone, doing a great job to put some pressure onto his opponent. And again, swapping over to that tac shotgun whenever he can in these close range fights. Using the drum gun to get in, sticks with it that time as he catches Sikakwa with his, honestly, with his builds out.
This is when you have to like land it. No, that. There's no way you fucking did that.
Holy shit, I'm so good.
Remember, you have a fat drum gun. There's no way you did that. I would just drum gun in his face. But yeah, you do what you want.
Towards more placement.
This is so scary, and he's gonna go ahead and build on this tarp here. He's not looking good in the material department, does not have a lot of hard mats, so he's gonna look for that refresh, and someone sees that he's not looking good building out of wood. You said so before, if you see someone build out of wood, that is a green light. He has to be very careful here. Now he's only has 3 builds. This is our first place right now in shambles, but can his experience and his skill set get him that impact elimination that he so desperately needs?
That he does. Only 3 builds. There's a player in this box. Yes, he gets one, and that's Tayson, his dual partner. Takes him right out and does get a couple extra mats, but now has to work through brick and metal. Can he actually pickaxe through all that med kit that he just took? Saved his life right there. That 70 health had so many ticks, now down to 10. He still has shield, but no, goes down to Droban. I saw Mitro still in the game. Possibly Letchi too. I'm also seeing Andalex popping up a couple times. There it is. Letchi down on mid ground. Vortex is the one on height, but Mitro is going to contest with the grappler.
Mitro is on the high, and Letchi is very close to it. He does have a good amount of builds to take height, but I had no doubt looking for a refresh. He's going to have to use the old school tactics of cranking to do it. So Letchi right now, only 4 builds to his name. Has a nice layer. Now looking down below for some hits with these edits. Now he has the opportunity. He does see it. He's going to take a good hit on the back foot here, Bala.
This is where Letchi shines, these deep endgame situations, these shambles positions, the ways that he plays them, the tactics, the ingenuity that he goes through, the creativity. You remember his double trap to qualify the last 3 players in the game to qualify for World Cup. Letchi is a monster in these situations just like this, and with 8 eliminations, he still could rise way, way up.
He is looking for it, hunting for it. Letchi is going to have to do this like a low ground warrior, just jumping between other enemy builds, so he has to keep his head on a swivel. As the grapple goes off, he knows that that's what he wants right now, considering he doesn't have any builds. Cartoon goes down to Letchi. It's a top 3 situation. Grappler still... Oh, actually, Letchi picks up the grappler. So Mitro did go down. Now it's Letchi's world. It doesn't matter that he doesn't have that many builds. He has to just navigate and grapple his way up. Batman to height, and he gets bopped right there by Skagen, who plays the Joker to his ride.
And now who's the last player? Skagen with 3 eliminations. It's 4ZR who's in this one. We've seen him a couple times in towards the end game. And now a 1 versus 1 for this one in game number 4. To make their stake known, to make it so that they have a chance. And he's got the drum gun against the grappler up on height. 4ZR trying to rise up. And it is going to be this final 1v1. Blocks out a little bit, but then the piece control. He gets the edit, gets the wall. Also the cone. He still has mats to build fight this, and he gets on top. But no heals here, so it's not necessarily a full heal off. No! What just happened? 4ZR runs out of materials at the final second. I don't know if he just forgot to place the cone or what happened, but all of a sudden the blunder, and he falls, loses the 1 versus 1 against Skagen.